Yeah, you know what it is? It's DJ Diamond Kuts, and I got a special, very, very special guest. She came all the way down. I don't know if she's seen anybody else today, but she came down here 2 hours to come see me. Chinese kitty.
Meow.
Hey, meow. I know that. Wow. I know that's right. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. It's about to be spring break.
Yes.
About to dip off.
I know you said you're going to Miami, right? Mm-hmm. What do you do in Miami? Because I know it's hard for you to just be out and about with everybody else.
No, yeah, I can't do that. But I mean, when I do, as long as I got security and my team of people, I'm outside.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Who goes to Miami and stay inside?
Oh, right, exactly. Now, do you hit the beach or you just hit the strips?
No, I just go to the clubs.
Oh, you go to the club? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I can't do the strip. No, I'll get attacked.
I know, that's what I was saying. Because then, you know, spring break, everybody goes to Miami. They walk down it, you know, the street, go to all the restaurants. That's not you.
But I might do something like that to get like a little viral moment.
Yeah, as you should. Yeah.
Show them 1-2 viral.
Show them that you out there. Spring break, why not?
All right, it's a bet. We see it on Instagram.
I know. Make sure you tag me because I definitely want to see it for sure. Then talk to me about the come up. You know, I seen that. You know, you were kind of born and raised into this whole music industry.
Yes.
Talk about your background a little bit.
Okay, background. My mom, my dad. Since I was your son's age.
Oh, wow.
They always been in the industry, but always just hustling though. Like, you know, never where they like made it, but just hustling. So it's like, I just had to kind of witness the growing up and seeing my mom run to the Source magazine and having me there and, you know, and like just seeing in and out celebrities. So it was like something that was always implanted in me since I was younger. But then when I got older, I kind of went my own way. And then I had my son, and I was like, you know what? I need to take my life serious, and I need to get back into the swing of things what I really do know, which was music my whole life. So I got in a booth, and that's how I'm here.
That's how you here. Now, how do you balance it being a mother and doing all of the things that you do?
It's a day-by-day process, but it's definitely, my son is my motivation, and music is everything right now.
Yeah, and your mom is a superstar too.
Absolutely.
So who watches them? Like, you know,
her. Her still.
Like, mom, tone it down. No. Come watch my son real quick. So,
you know what's so crazy is I just don't be trusting nobody with my kids.
I'm the same.
Like, people are really sick these days.
Sick.
So me and my mom really are like back and forth. But most of the time, he be in the crib. And I got an older brother, a younger brother who's older than him. So he just be in the crib chilling him.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. And your dad was in the industry too.
Yeah.
And what did he do? Because I didn't actually quite get what he did.
Bully people. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He basically kind of like, just from being a street dude and being outside, like literally just finessed his way into the game. So all the artists that was coming up that really didn't have nothing, my father was the one that would put the plays together. Like, got Clue signed.
He was the plug.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, his street credibility is what made a name for himself. And even to this day, like, he's now working back with Nicki. So.
Nice. Now you're out here, you're doing your thing, right? So I know you've run into like people that you've seen when you were younger. And what do they say to you now? They got any advice for you?
Yeah, I would say like Clue and all them, they do remember me from when I was younger. I think everybody just wants to see this process that I've been on with my music just finally just blow up, you know? So we all waiting.
Now you said your dad's working with Nicki. Is you talking about your mom or are you talking about Nicki?
No, Nicki Minaj.
Nice.
Nicki Minaj.
Okay, cool. So that's fire.
Yes,
so I know. I mean, I was talking about Nicki a couple weeks ago, and I said if you ask about 95% of the female rappers out right now who their inspiration is, they're going to say Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
What do you say? Like, what's the conversations like with your dad? Like, you know,
I be telling him like,
he's working next to him.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Like, I literally just said this to him. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, but you know, I'm trying to lock that in. But he's one of them people that he likes to make the right moves at the right time. Right. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait patiently. I'll wait patiently. But definitely Nicki was my inspiration growing up. Cause I feel like all the girls that's like my age, that was just like someone that we really just grew up listening to. So
yeah, that's fire. So I mean, like, I know in the beginning you said your mom and your dad weren't really supportive of, or they wanted to see more progression from your rap career. I won't say it wasn't supportive.
Yeah.
So now that you're doing it and you dropped all of these records and you're progressing, what is their opinion about you now?
To keep going.
Let's keep going.
Keep going. And like even last year, I kind of had like a time that I just was like, ugh, music is too much. I just want to hide. I can't do it. And my mom would be like, I don't care. That's what you're doing. You better stop playing around. Get to it. So, and my dad is the same way. He's just like, he tells me these things all the time. Music, career, action. Music, career, action. Music, career. So I'm like, it's embedded in my head at this point. So my parents are like definitely my biggest motivation.
Now you do music. I know you did a little bit of reality TV before.
Yes, love it. Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about that. Well, do you want to talk about that? I mean, where is that something that you really loved? Like, is that something?
No, not at all. I feel like it was a moment that it just came because it actually came to my mom with the show because she knew people. And at the time, she was living in Miami and I was still like bartending in New York.
Yeah.
So I kind of just didn't really even have a name for myself at the time. So she came to me with the opportunity. So I just did it, not really knowing what I was going into. You know, you just see a platform. Everybody talks about TV, and then they're like, you come on. And I just didn't expect all the shit that I kind of went through.
With it.
It wasn't really for me.
Yeah. Now, another side of things, you did, like I said, you do music, you've done TV, and I see you got into a little bit of acting. You were doing something with drama. Listen, you killed it too, though.
Thank you.
Juice is an iconic movie.
It is.
Right? So for them to remake it, and Drama did an amazing job as well. If you guys didn't see the skit, make sure you definitely check it out. Is that something that you enjoy doing?
You know what's so crazy? I was supposed to be out of town that day, and I so happened to not make my flight, and I was there. So he called my manager last minute, like, do you think Kitty could do it? So I learned this script in literally like 2 hours.
Wow.
And they just threw me into this thing. I'm sorry, I just came spit out of my mouth.
You good. That's what you do.
They just threw me into just learning the lines and all that. And what's so crazy is I told myself, like, this is gonna be a joke. Like, I can't even take this serious. But when I actually watched it, I promise you, no cap, I even put in my management chat, like, yo, I'm so glad I did that because now I see myself in a different whole line of work that I know that I definitely could get into because I had fun doing it, to be honest.
That's one thing that trips me up all the time when I see the script, right? Because I took like a little bit of acting classes, right? And like the following week, they'll be like, okay, Diamond, go over your script. I'm like, I ain't had time to memorize that. So what kind of mindset did you put yourself in to kind of remember a script?
Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm already.
Did you do a lot of improv?
No, they didn't allow me to. I was trying to just say whatever. They were like, no, you gotta say this, that. I'm like, but I feel like what was easy for me is because I already do music, and when you get in the studio, you have to turn into a character.
True.
At the end of the day. So it's like, even with acting, it's the same thing. It's like you, but a character.
Yeah.
So I just told myself, like, just be the sassy girl that you are and just make it work. So it made it easy. It made that process easy. So.
Right. Now, if it was a dream role you could have, if you were to do any kind of movie, what kind of, would it be an action movie, a horror movie? What would be a dream
I feel like
role?
they always put like the celebrities in the horror movie so they could die fast. So
don't fall in the woods though.
I don't want that one. But no, I want to play like a relationship.
Okay.
Like, like a little love story or something. I feel like that would go good for me.
Now, I watched the interview. Now, are you in a relationship or are you still in a situationship?
You know what? The situationship is done.
Oh my goodness.
It's closed.
But wait.
That was 2 weeks ago, but now it's closed.
But so it's done.
It's done.
That was just like a week ago. Like, girl, what did you do?
It's closed. It's closed.
I mean, it has to be hard for you to kind of be in a relationship. I mean, all the guys are going, they go crazy over you all the time. It's a lot of pressure for, I guess, any guy to deal with.
Yeah, and I feel like right now, to be honest, the focus just gotta be on me.
True.
Because the focus always been trying to juggle my home life and my music life. And sometimes I feel like when you're still on the come up with your career life, other people don't understand it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So right now, I want to focus on me.
You gonna focus on you.
Yeah.
What's your typical day like? When you waking up, you about to get on your grind. Like, what's your typical day like?
Typical day is I have to get up 7:30, take my son to school. Then I get so exhausted just from that because I can't go back to sleep. So I might go to the gym. If I don't, I go back to sleep. And then
Chikai, isn't this this is me. This is me 100%.
It's the mom life. And then after like 2:30, I drop into my mom's house, and then I just get whatever I gotta get done for the day, and restart the new process.
The new day.
Every day.
Ain't it crazy?
It's crazy. People would not believe it, but
I know. Somebody called me this morning. Cosmic Kev, actually, I can see somebody. Cosmic Kev called me this morning. And he was like, "What you doing?" And I'm like, "You got my son in the bed." He's like, "I forgot you a mom." Like, yes, it was like, you gotta wake up, take him to school, and then you can't go back to sleep. I don't know what it is. It's like when they're away from you, it's like you can't relax.
Yeah.
So I can't go back to sleep. So I go to the gym, kind of get my mind off of it, and then you pick them up, and it's repeat.
Yeah.
You get your grind on it, throughout the rest of the day.
Yep.
So when you in the studio and you're making a song, you're making a track, how long will it take you to kind of create like one song? Like how many songs are you knocking out in the studio?
I really it depends on what I feel like and what the mood is. But when I know I'm just creating brand new music, I feel like 2-3 I could create.
Nice.
Unless I'm trying to focus on one that I just want to like make it that one. Like something that I already like told myself in my head, like, yo, I've been sitting on this beat for a minute. I don't want to rush the process. So sometimes I might take longer. Yeah. But when I'm just freestyling or just playing around with beats and stuff like that, I can knock out like 2-3.
Yeah, what's the writing process? Like, do you write in the booth or do you write throughout the day?
I feel like that also depends too. Like even just I had a moment where I was on the phone with my best friend yesterday and I was like, yo, I want to make a record that just like raps about like all types of niggas in the industry.
Yes,
so it's like something like that. I would have like days of just like sitting there just like, oh yeah, and a nigga did this and I remember this happened too. So it's like I want to take the time out to be able to create that and put it into one masterpiece.
I'm telling you right now, not to cut you off, as a DJ, if you went and did a record like that, it would put you over the top.
Well, I'm about to have it.
Listen,
so
next week or a couple days when you get your thoughts together, you need to lay that record down.
I am. That's so funny because I was up to like 2 a.m. talking about it. And then I had listened to Lil' Kim's Not Tonight.
Yep, Not Tonight.
And I was just, not even what she was saying, it was just the fact that she was just laying niggas out. Like, I knew a dude named da-da-da, I used to, and I'm like, I want to do that, but in another way, like in an aggressive way. Like
a Biggie Dreams kind of.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I've never done anything like that. I always spit, I always have hard records, but I just never have nothing that is a viral moment.
Listen, you gonna have a little bit of time because when we drop this interview, that pressure is on. They gonna be like, where the record is?
As soon as I get home, I'm work on it. But no, I'm so serious. Yeah.
So when you were at home, like owning in your craft and perfecting it, what were you listening to? Were you watching a lot of performances or listening to a lot of music?
I would say me perfecting. I would be watching people definitely like Nicki, Kim, and then I would even take it back to like, especially like my style and stuff like that. I would like to look at like 2000s people, my videos, like my style sometimes, and me perfecting. I would say I liked Doja Cat's Little Transformation. Like seriously, people wouldn't believe that, but I was like, from her going from like just like this, rap about whatever to like actually turning into this pop star, rap star. I'm like, I feel like it's time for me to switch it up and like really just start not only rapping about one thing, being sexual, this and the third, like really taking it to a whole nother level. Yeah. So yeah.
So those would be like the top artists that you were kind of listening to when you were kind of.
Yeah, I would say like 2 years ago. Yeah. Me like perfecting myself. I was definitely watching Doja. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice. And talk about the record you just put. I don't know if it's the last record. It was the boy.
Boy Ain't Mine. Yeah. Yeah, that was I made the record off situation that happened with my ex-boyfriend who cheated on me.
Oh, how y'all gonna cheat? You know what? That's how you know ain't no hope out here.
No,
how
there's
you
no hope.
Look at he's like this thing. How you cheat on Chinese goodie?
Shit, yes, it happened, but but I've always been talking about how the dude that made me feel some type of way to make the record, but it was also like the girl. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I want to start talking about that more because it's so weird when you put your trust and you can actually like put your guard down for people and they just be having like ill intentions.
Yeah, right.
So I just feel like, you know, when I was actually making the video, I made that more about the girl backstabbing me more than anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of flipped it on it.
Yeah, like these people ain't shit. But that's why I made the record Blowing Mine and put a little devastating situation and made a creation record out of it. So now they gotta watch me blow up off the shit they did to me.
Right.
So.
You taking all of that negative energy in and making it positive.
Yes, absolutely.
And speaking of energy and mental health, how do you kind of like clear your head, because you have so much going on? You're a mother, you're an entrepreneur, you're an artist, you're an actress. So how do you like take the day and kind of cleanse your mind and just let all of the negative energy go?
You know, like lately, I just been heavy into prayer, like praying. You know, usually before I feel like I would just try to go in my room and just talk on the phone all day with my friends and trying to get it out. But like lately, I've been really on some like, let me talk to God and try to calm down and, you know, talk about the stress that I'm going through and just try to find some guidance in between that. So
no, I feel that. I know there was a time where I kind of went through a dark space, and I know you don't normally have the time to do this, and you know, but I used to go to church. I used to go to church and I used to just listen to the word.
Yes,
you know
and
what I mean?
that the power of those, like, you know, those speeches and stuff, it just makes you feel so uplifted.
Yeah.
So
sometimes just write a little note, like write one of the little words that you heard, and every once in a while you go back to it.
It'd be so crazy. Like, you wouldn't even realize there's so many books that talk about like mental health and how to maneuver through life. Even as a entrepreneur, a businesswoman, a this or that. It's just so many people that's been there, done that, and you reading it, it's like, oh shit, I'm going through that, and now I know how to get through it.
Yeah. All right, dream record. If you could come up with like a record of your dreams, dream collaboration, who would it be?
Dream collaborations. Shit. I think it would definitely be, I'm gonna say My Style, Kanye.
Ooh.
Because I feel like he could take me somewhere that, like, in a creativity wise, I ain't never been.
Definitely.
And I feel like that would take me
it would take you to another place.
Whole nother level. And maybe we could throw Nicki on there. But she got to rap in her monster vibe.
Yeah, you can pull up in the monster. You got to give him that vibe.
I feel like that shit would go crazy.
I would like to see you do something with Pharrell. Yes. I think Pharrell would be fire for you.
That would be a vibe. Because
he might mix a little New York flavor with what's going on now.
Yeah, and some real like smooth. That. I always grew up listening to Pharrell too. Like, he's just so different. He always been ahead of his time.
Always.
Yeah.
GOAT.
That would be so dope.
Definitely. Thank you, Chinese Kitty, so much for sitting with me. I appreciate it. Look, shout anybody. Shout to Instagram. You on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok. I'm on
Twitter, everything.
So everything is Chinese Kitty. But I think Twitter is official Kitty. And Stream Blowing Mine is out now. And new record on the way as well called Spin the Block. So make sure y'all stay tuned.
Wait, pause. Is Spin the Block the record we were just talking about? You got to do that.
What record? No, I haven't made it yet.
But you got to come up with a fire title, though. What would the title be?
Oh, my God. You put me on the spot.
You see a spotlight. I got to put you.
Damn. I don't know. I can't. I can't come up with it. It's gotta.
I was just trying to get it so I could hold you to it, because you see me in the comments every once in a while, like, where is da-da-da-da? Where is it at? We trying to see it.
Listen, it's there and it's coming. But I got you. I don't want to throw out a name and then it not be that. So yeah, I got you.
We're gonna figure it out. Once you lay everything down, we'll get to it, man. You know what it is? Chinese Kitty, Diamond Kuts. Yeah. You already know what it is. Make sure y'all stream our girl records and check them videos out. She fire. You know what it is. Yeah.